the city, former mayor, former council member, former Save Our Hills chairman, a lot of formers. But I haven't been down in a while, and I hadn't planned to step into what's just taken place. I suspect that a lot of the concerns that have been expressed are because of lack of information. You've got all the information, and the staff does. The trick is to somehow convey that to the residents, to educate them as much as you can with really what's going on. You know, Measure G, all the way up to the state of California and the push for housing. You need to sit down and tell them some realities about how the state government can control what you do. And if you try to thwart that, they can bring the state DOJ down on you and just make your lives hell. And you don't want that. Nobody wants that. Except, you know, probably Gregg Carr in the old days. But I'm tired of that. So I would urge you to hear what they've got to say, even if it's not in the altogether, even if there are errors among it. But there's a kernel of truth to what each of them says, and the concerns. And the concerns they have are, where is the city going? Okay, how's it going to be in the future? Those are all valid concerns. And again, going back to lack of information and the transmission of the knowledge you've got of how the system works, starting from the governor down, ending up in your laps on this dais. If you were to offer to have a public meeting for them and explain all of that, explain what you know and what's driving oftentimes your decisions that go counter to what they might think and want. Now, you might go ahead and say, yeah, Greg, that's a pretty good idea. And you go down, you set it up at the community center, and you know, 10 people show up. Well, if 10 people show up, then it's not your fault. It's theirs. Okay? And if you do your best to explain to them why your hands are perhaps tied, that's your job. And I know all of you have that ability to do that. It's just having the desire to do it. But I would urge you to inform people, educate them, tell them the reality that you know that they may only know a part of. And then perhaps you might have different comments and then different concerns. And maybe some of those concerns would end up at the ballot box, but who knows? So it's good to see that people are upset about things. They come down and speak. And I got a lot of experience with that over the last 38 years. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Lokesh.